It takes the right amount of patience, humor, and love to become a teacher.
Yes, and these are all things that Miss Daly from Cardinal Mooney High School expresses daily. Here is this month's chalkboard champion.
For number 1,
teaching, something Miss Courtney Daly didn't grow up expecting to do for a living.
So what are our factors going to be?
But quickly fell in love with.
I became a teacher because my husband is a professional swim coach and we moved around a lot. So we were trying to see what could I do quickly and in a lot of different areas, and there's such a need for teachers. So I got my master's in teaching.
In her 4 short years as an Algebra 2 teacher at Cardinal Mooney,
so what can you take out of both?
Miss Daly is already making waves and giving her students a newfound love for math.
Equals 0.
Just ask sophomore Maddie Lessig.
I enjoy coming to math class, which is wow. Like, I've never really thought I would like math as much as I do now.
Mrs. Daly.
The numbers.
Well, I'm Brissa Bradfield, ABC 7. Everyone give your teacher a big round of applause because she's this month's chalkboard champion.
My pleasure to present you with a $500 check on behalf of Carl Rome's Law and all those people that you make such a huge difference in their life.
If I divide by 1,
it takes the right person to be a teacher.
I'm multiplying by 0.
Catering to individual student needs and making them want to come to school.
How are you guys doing?
It's no easy task.
I have questions about...
But according to colleague Jean Schiebel,
When I started this,
Miss Daly does it effortlessly.
She can teach with her eyes closed. She doesn't, I mean, I know she does lesson plans and she's very well prepared, but I think she could just, she's just a natural.
148.
Miss Daly reminds her students not to take life or math
Good sports.
too seriously. And her skill is making learning fun.
Multiply to the top, yeah.
Through the warm-ups we do and even the studying for the tests, we do trash get ball, which is very fun. She makes everything more fun.
Okay, yep, and then...
No matter what her day holds or how her night went, Miss Daly comes in each and every day
How are you guys doing?
with a smile on her face.
Good job. You?
Congratulations to Miss Daly. She is one of the happiest and most positive people that I have ever met. But that's not where her story ends. What you wouldn't know is that she's been battling the transplant list for a new kidney and pancreas since June. We're going to have more on her story coming up tonight at 6. John.
But her story doesn't end in the classroom. Courtney has been battling an unknown illness that has had her in and out of doctors' offices for most of her life. ABC 7's Brissa Bradfield and photojournalist Larry Phillips are sharing her story tonight.
I guess in my head it's the thing that keeps me going. Perfect. The only way to get a negative number when you multiply one negative one.
Breaking down equations is what Courtney Daly does for a living.
Minus 24, beautiful.
A talented teacher,
It's divisible by 2.
a devoted wife. Little did she imagine she'd be solving a real-life equation of her own.
I've had an unknown kidney disease since I was 9 years old, and no one is able to really find out why I have these issues. I do have autoimmune disease, so my body doesn't recognize itself as self, and then destroys its own organs.
The real-life, ever-changing variable for Courtney, the transplant list,
So those are your final answer?
as she waits for a matching kidney and pancreas. Despite it, she never misses a day.
148.
That's true. She still goes on. She is at her meets. She is at her class. She's in her classroom. She gives it 100%. She's convinced teenage boys and girls to like algebra and algebra 2 and geometry, and she's taught anatomy. How do you get teenage kids to say it's your favorite class? Math.
This is Courtney's doctor's office, where she spends a great deal of time. Now, as I have been doing this story, I've learned a lot about the transplant list, and it's tricky. You need to be sick enough to be on the list, but not too sick, and healthy enough to stay on the list, but not too healthy. It's a very fine line, one that Courtney has struggled with since June.
So, you know, I'm looking for all those cures out there, all these people. They can get extra credit if they find out what's wrong.
Bright, bubbly, and always cracking jokes. Her dad, David, says it's a way she's been since she was a little girl.
She was very energetic. She seemed to have a lot of friends. In fact, I think her sisters were a little jealous of her because of how friendly and how easy it was for her to make friends.
You guys doing? That's 100%.
Using those traits to arise and overcome
All right, so let's ask them later, okay?
every challenge.
It's hard. It's because you don't know. You can't help other than bring her to the right doctors.
2. Well, first put it in the right order.
But through it all, Courtney powers through.
Okay.
From algebra
It's a square minus,
and equations in the classroom
and then solve it to put 7 equal to 0.
to here, poolside,
Grab that knee, lean back.
teaching strokes and stretching.
I work with a lot of students academically, and now I get to work with them on a sport level, which is just the other side of the coin.
Through new variables, challenges, and triumphs,
Sam did like freestyle and backstroke.
her husband Chris by her side.
It's awesome. I've been coaching for 26 years, and so Courtney and I have been together for about 20. And inside that 20, she's always been a part of the swim teams that I've been coaching. Just to bring her along for the ride is something that's really unique and special.
You guys are doing 20 squats.
Chris and Courtney,
Hey, are you doing darling?
despite it all, still finding time to inspire.
Tighten that core.
It's an inspiration to, be going through something so like that and being so positive and just letting us know that she's there for us, and now it's our turn to be there for her.
So how do I solve for them?
A surprise variable in Courtney's equation,
And put them in parentheses. They have to be in parentheses.
a GoFundMe, as her community raises money to help Courtney on her journey. After all, Miss Daly has proven
If I added 4,
she never
is
misses a day.
in and out of doctors. That is the life, and I'm ready for it not to be that life, but you can choose your own attitude. So I choose joy.
Yes, well, I'll go through it.
Another chance,
3.
and perhaps an answered prayer,
Yeah, like from 10 something.
driven to showing up every day for more
Great.
and more years to come. In Sarasota, Brissa Bradfield, ABC 7, your local station.
Yeah, very special woman there. We wish her a lot of luck. And you can find a link to that GoFundMe page on our website. That can be found at mysuncoast.com.